All right, guys, welcome back for another Bitcoin price analysis video. And today I want to talk about the monthly chart on Bitcoin USD. I think it's important because we just recently closed the April candle on Bitcoin, and I also think there's a lot of stuff going on in the macro that's worth talking about with rising interest rates, the Federal Open Market Committee meeting this week. But in this video, I just want to focus on price action, and I want to revisit a trade idea I had on the monthly chart. So I was looking at this level as a higher low relative to this level on the monthly. You have this low here, then price comes up, sets in a higher high, trades above this high here, closes above this close here, comes down, sets in what appears to be a higher low, starts trading above this high here, closes above this close here. And at that point, I was marking this level off as the invalidation. And I want to talk about why that level is still there and why that's still valid and why I wouldn't be using the low of this candle to mark it off or demark that level. Because essentially what you have here is, when the monthly candle just closed, you had your close in the evening, and this low was violated, right after the open. So essentially you have a completely down closed candle, and then it closes, and then the next candle opens, and within a few seconds, price trades below that low. So there's no time gap between these two, right? There's no price swing, no time gap, and that's important, right? Because that's just a nuance of candlestick formations that is important and worth mentioning. See, we can see it more obviously if we go down on a lower time frame, right? This that previous monthly low of March represents a complete price swing. So that's the low we're looking at right here. Again, so this is a good area to have a stop loss here. Um, because things can, well, first of all, it is the invalidation of the trade idea, right? If we revisit here, if we're looking at this as a higher low on the monthly, well, then if this level gets taken out, that trade idea is no longer valid, right? Because it's telling you something different is happening for the most part. Because you would expect, if this is a higher low, for price to continue taking out the highs and defend the lows, essentially. Now, you know, um, and another reason why you really want to have a stop here is because, since we closed so low on the monthly, and so near the invalidation, it's a long time. If price trades below there, that you've got a long time until the close, right, for your confirmation. So, you know, price could trade there and just, trade below and spend the entire month, um, trending downward, and you get, your next monthly close around here. So that's another nuanced thing to consider when thinking about confirmation. Yes, confirmations are important on the closing basis, but with this much time between now and closure, you got to be a little bit more aggressive in the way you manage risk around that level, not waiting for the monthly closure. Um, yeah, so that's the main level I'm looking at, and this is based solely on price action in the way I understand price action. And I just want to go through an exercise just to show the validity of the monthly levels. So here we have this monthly low. Now that's when Bitcoin starts putting in a high. So essentially what you see here is Bitcoin came down and set in, it came down, set in this low, and then spent roughly 5 months rallying, setting in consecutive highs, right? So come down here, set a low, take out this high here, close above, and then you spend the next few months taking out the highs. See high taken out, low defended, high taken out, low defended, high taken out, then high taken out again. But then here's where you get that change of behavior. And this is very important. And you can see how it's very relevant if we go down to the daily time frame. So now if we go down to the daily, this is a level I was using as a big invalidation level. And you can see how optimally it played out, or at least it really was an invalidation level you wanted to be looking at if you were long to have a stop there. Because once we took out this monthly low, price volatility expanded very, very, very aggressively. See that major liquidation candle right there. And then it started trending, you know, very aggressive downtrend down to the January lows down here at 33,000. So it's a very important level to keep an eye out for. And also on the flip side, we can go here and, you know, put the mark off the monthly highs. Just real quick, mark these off. And I'm just doing this just to demonstrate, you know, the validity of these levels, and just to show you that, you know, price does operate off them. It does respect them, and it's something worth keeping an eye on. So you see here, the month, you know, you start violating the monthly highs, get a little bit of a retracement, price comes back, closes above, retraces back into it, pushes up. You get a very sustained rally up into next monthly highs. Monthly highs come back, retrace into a previous set of monthly highs, then rally back. Remember, if in a bull phase, we're reaching for the highs, reaching for liquidity above the highs. So we reach for liquidity above the monthly highs, get a low time frame pullback, retest the high, then runs up. And you can see how price respects these levels, right? Price comes back, hits that monthly high, sets in that low near this retest of a previous monthly high, and then, you know, gives you a little bit of a reaction, and then this becomes your invalidation level. That's when the lows get taken out, and you get the you know, the bull trend is officially reversed at that point. So just, you know, something to keep an eye on. There's a lot going on this week with the Federal Open Market Committee and what's going on with interest rates. And, you know, the Federal Reserve is expected to raise the federal funds rate by 0.5%. So any deviation from that would represent a deviation from the expectations that exist in the market, and would be very, very important. You want to pay attention to that, because the market will react to that information. Anyway, I hope you guys like this video. Yeah, just make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and keep an eye out for uploads, and I'll catch you in the next one.